Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. Okay, so this person doesn't realise it's deathmatch. It's always deathmatch. Zap, 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 zap. Stupid DK. Yeah, I'm a little rusty, by the way. I've not played ESO in 3-4 weeks at least. Oh. Ah, I got him. Terrible time to get stunned. He's running away. He's actually running away. He ran away. Really? Okay, we will chase and get him. Because that is just not okay. There you got him. I got him too. Oh, I love Arcanist. It's so freaking good. We should probably get the ball though. Let's go get the ball. Hey, you're right, Sage. It's been a while, innit? Come on, Mr. Warden. Come fight me up here. Yeah, how you doing, Sage? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, sugar. Sometimes you roll so far. Environmental damage. Oh, that was... Out of all the ways to die, that is, like, so frustrating. You're right, Ellen. Yeah, Ellen's like rip. Yeah, 100%. I do love me some Arcanist, though. I need to make a build video on this because honestly this one's like mad. That's so much freaking damage. Hello, Mr. Sorcerer. Bye bye, Mr. Sorcerer. And I've beaten that dude to death. Ah! It will land eventually. It will land. You just have to believe. Miss one around here. Ah, oh, they didn't follow me. Finish him. Oh, he had massive. Look how big his shield is. That is disgusting how big that is. Still heartbroken now. Went back to PvP in Warcraft. Oh, that he's so those things are unrelated. I don't know. ESO's it's in a bit of a stale place. Not gonna zam me to death. Oh, I'll take that big heal, thank you. Massive heal. No. We'll pop a bit and just get some health back. Oh no, I went really aggressive there. My health is very low. I've only died to full damage this match. Done 600k damage. Yeah, I've not played Warcraft like really. I've kind of done teeny bits of it, so I can't really comment on how good it is. He's run away. He's run away again. Yeah, he's run away. I'm looking forward to Starfield on an unrelated note. I've pre-ordered that. That looks amazing. There's the overload. Endless fury. He's saying it's a broken class. I think Sulk's more burst. Really good execute. There's the action. Dead. That was a mad burst, wasn't it, on that dude there? He's dead. He's dead too. I love this class. Like, it feels so different to Sulk and Nightblade, which I really enjoy. Dead. Good old bag. That was good though, that was. That, the burst with the meteor and the beam, it's disgusting. Like, so disgusting. But yeah, that was good. That was. Oh, Oh, what do you guys think of Arcanist? Like, it's definitely I really like it. I really like it as a class. Like, it's better than I thought it was, having kind of made a proper build and played it a fair bit. Don't understand the D-bag. I know. I thought it was good. I think there's a lot of strengths with the class. Its damage is it's not bursty, like, but it's still, if you play into its strengths, it is very good. It's not a DK though, just that's the only caveat. But yeah, I'll see what you guys think of the build. Ooh. So I'm putting a poll up. Just say, do you think it looks good? Yes, no, bang. So what do you think of the build I'm using? Do you think it looks decent? Like, sturdy enough? Damage? You get the idea. Okay, we've got the ball. Ah, good. Hello, people. There's a DK up there. He does not know what he's doing. Either does that Nightblade. Oh, I love it when you get matches like this. This is like death match. This is. I literally hit the wrong button. I was on the wrong bar. That hits me really fucking hard though. There we go. Stupid dot build. So many dots on that DK. I managed to get him with the beam. Warden Healing goes brrr. Yeah, Warden Healing's good too. Hello, Mr. DK. Finish him. There you go. Oh, that was such a good timing. That was. .4. What do you think of that time on that meteor on that guy a minute ago? Oh, greens. Hello. Hello. He's on the stop build. I'm gonna go for the stun and go for the beam. Go on, beam. He has decent damage, though. Give him that. He's using poisons and everything. This is like a proper little jewel, isn't it? I hit the wrong button there. His teammates came in and got me. Oh, he's tanky boy. I had to go for the healing then, because Arcanists are so freaking tanky. I went really for it then, didn't I? Gone for corrosive. You might notice I'm letting his corrosive run off. There, I got him. He's very tanky, that DK, isn't he? Really freaking tanky. I think when you're on the wrong bar. Just pop a bit quickly, get some healing. Yeah, there's no way we're going to win that against just a heavy attack. Oh, I'm dead for full damage. I don't know, die from full damage. I was just running, I was literally... Oh, he's at Night Slayer. I wondered why his heavy attacks were doing a decent damage. Yeah, Oblivion damage is good. So he's stacking basically Oblivion damage on his build, and you can just go with health and you still get decent damage. It's not like amazing damage, but it's not terrible, as you saw. Zap, 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 zap. Okay, 8 to 2, that's not bad. Yeah, that DK had loads of dot damage. He did. And there's another DK with dots. I think it was up this team here. Yeah, he had dots, this one here. He was a pretty cool DK. But yeah, people like, yeah, the build looks okay. Some people are like, yeah, not sure. Let me find something to buff up. I'll show you my stats buffed up. And then you can tell me what you think. And we'll keep for another BG. Like, I personally think this is one of the better Arcanist builds you'll get, personally. Hello. Oh, we've got, I see something. Okay. Okay, so our damage is 6.7k damage. And that sits like that for like ages, that does. Our resistances are 25k. If we put on our minor resolve, which we have, 28k resistances. We put on our, we've got Rallying Cry too, which obviously you can't proc here. So with Rallying Cry, we have like 7,000 weapon damage. And we have 2.9k crit resist, almost 3k crit resist. Our pen also, we get minor breach too from being an Arcanist, so we have like 15k pen almost, which is pretty decent. Plus minor vulnerability from the ink thing and bonus damage from, bonus damage from the ink and then vulnerability from the rune. So yeah, that's kind of what the stats are. So it gives you an idea, and it's really easy to get the damage up, like really, really easy. I also like how the Arcanist feels in PvE on a side note. It's quite a fun class in PvE. It's like skill, 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 beam. Skill, 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 beam. Like that's kind of the rotation. Really simple but really effective. But let's see what's going on in Cyrodiil today. 111. Okay, it's like really empty. It's so empty. Okay, what about IC? That's empty. 20000. CP wise, I do have some CP in. I'm using Fighting Finesse, Python Aura, Thaumaturge, and Ironclad. Thaumaturge just helps your beam, really good. Python Aura, AoE, helps your beam. Fighting Finesse, helps your crits. You could change Ironclad to Wrathful Strikes for more damage, that's quite a good one. For the red ones, I'm using Sustained by Suffering, amazing. Pain's Refuge, really good. Bastion for big shields, but also do more damage to Sulks, which is why I have it, and Celerity, because I just love the speed. And the green ones, you know, usual stuff. Sib says, the game itself feels empty these days, too many games coming out. Yeah, there is a lot of good games out or are on the horizon. You've got Baldur's Gate 3, which personally, I was a bit unsure on the fence, waited a few weeks, looked at some reviews, looked at some gameplay bits. If you can get over the turn-based nature of the combat, which, to be honest, it's not really slow because the actions are quite fast, it's really good. Really, really good. Like, really, really surprised with how good the game actually is. So that's come out, and that's been a massive success. You've then got Diablo 4, so if you want a bit more action-focused, Diablo is really good, which I've been playing a little bit off. You've then got Starfield on the horizon, which, honestly, it looks like the next best thing coming out. It looks so good. And so yeah, I think with all these things, as Sib was kind of pointing out, people are just having a bit of a break. You got 2 weeks till Starfield, less than 2 weeks, with early access. You can play Baldur's Gate right now, you can play Diablo right now. They're really good games, both of those, in their own right. So yeah, it does seem like everybody that I know has been on Baldur's Gate, or they're watching Baldur's Gate, or they're trying to buy Baldur's Gate. And And then if they go on an ESO or something like that, it's more for socials rather than I want to play this game. It's more I just want to hang out with my friends. I don't think ESO is really good at that. It's really good for those casuals. Ellen said yes to all. Craglorn's really empty. I'll have a look in a moment. We'll do this BG and we'll go and have a look at Craglorn and see what happens. See if it's as bad as people say it is. And all these things are always platform specific. In case people are unaware, I'm on PCEU currently. I do use a controller because I just prefer it. Oh, who's on Master Lock? Who's like... There you go. I had to aim that. Bye bye. Oh, he did. He played so well. That Nightblade. There you go. That's. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Big arrows, big arrows. Oh my goodness. Let's move around here. Gone from one fight into the next. My health bar is very low. That's what there. Super says, Allies of the P for the Souls community. Should be up next. That shield thing, damn. Yeah, the shield. Honestly, he had like a boner from me, that guy. Look at him. Absolute. Just, oh, look, it's Dan. Hello. It's like, hi. The sniper at the top. There it was. Oh, no, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This is bad. Look out here. Not using fate. Nah, I'm not doing that. I literally have no proc sets for like. So I'm not using Master's Dual Wield. I'm not using Fate. I'm not using Way of the Fire, which, like, I just have like raw damage. Oh, he jumped off the edge. So yeah, I'm not using any like proc sets as in things that will do damage for you. All of my damage is coming from my skills and the buttons I'm doing. Your Masters is just OP, it needs enough. I hate how the ESO has that stupid targeting. You would think one of those things would actually hit. I managed to get both of those. It got me from behind. Literally went from one fight into another fight into another fight. You definitely have to work for your kills with an Arcanist though, more than you do on a Nightblade or a Sulk or a Necro even, or Warden. Because you don't have burst. But it's good though, good fun. Yeah, I could use Masters on this, I just have to change stats. And I'd also need to farm it, and I don't want to farm it, because it's a pain in the arse. So, yeah. Lots of snipers in this match, look. It is when it hits. I would argue Deep Fish is better though. Wait. I need a tap potion. Look at me playing the objective.
We'll toast our victory soon enough.
See? Doing the objective. Look at that. For Deep Fish is easier to hit too. Yeah, Deep Fish is a lot easier to hit. Shh. Ah. Be great if my missile fired. Next level plays on the objective there. It feels weird playing the objective, but it really does. Soup says Deep Fisher when built around probably will hit harder. Yeah, 100%. I think if you look at the beam, you get about 2 to 3 ticks against most people. Some people it's 4 or 5 ticks. Just simply been moved away from there. And if you can obviously get 4 or 5 ticks, then it's more damage. So it's also good for stuff like this. When there's a group of people here, this is where it shines. Because you can literally just dump it into a group of people. There you go, see? Got it. So it's good for that, but it's just... You can frick off of these Master Lock bollocks, can't you? There you go, look at that. I hate Master Lock, such a cheesy way to play the game. There we go. That guy there, he looks like he's a transfer from a different platform. I was paying attention. Oh, you bashed me! Look at that. Someone knows what they're doing. We're going to kill this guy dude though. No, you're not killing me. You can frick off. Bye bye. Dead. I miss I miss Mara's in PvE. Ever since you get a heavy proc, it feels weird to use. Yeah, Mara's is OP as hell. It's still good. It's just not as good as it used to be. Zap, 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 zap. He stole my kill. The Nightblade stole my kill. I'm just going to get some distance. Most annoying thing about Masklock is that you can cancel it. Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, yeah, you kind of. So you can bash cancel it. So because you can bash cancel it, you can essentially just chuck it in a combo. So you can do like your normal weaving and do that, and that would proc it. So yeah, and so I've got a bash in there too, and that would have get another proc. So it's really easy to proc. So you can cast skill, bash and roll. Light attack, bash, light attack, bash. So skill, light attack, bash. So by sort of bash weaving, you just get it on there for free. It's really freaking good. We're going to check Cragnor, won't we, and see if it's a ghost town. So let's go to there quickly. I do feel though, as I said with the Arcanist, you have to work harder for the kills. Like you really, really do. And you'll see a lot of people play it, and it's tanky. It's a very tanky class because of the shields and the auto don't die button. So this skill, Ring Guard of Freedom, when you're low health, it's good. This also seems, and I could be wrong, it seems to ignore Battle Spirit, but I could be wrong. Let's check healing. Ring Guard of Freedom, 4.1k. No, it does respect Battle Spirit. I thought it didn't. So yeah, this is Craglorn, people. How do you put mount on? That's your mount. I was thinking Diablo mount control for a minute. No, that's Diablo mount too. Is there an event as well? There's an event on. I didn't even realise that. Yeah, so there's not many people there. The way shrine seemed pretty quiet too, to be honest. Yeah, see, this is. There's people, just not a lot. And normally you get all the like you'd have loads in zone chat going, looking for a group, looking for a group. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Sib said he logged in a few hours ago on PCNA. There's literally no one in Crag. I do have an account on NA, so I can have a look at the end of the stream, just to do a quick comparison. There's also obviously times as well. In the UK, it's it's just gone 10 to 11 at night. So Europe's around sort of 10 to 12. It is, depending on where you are. So I'm not sure what that is in the US, but US has obviously loads of time zones. Oh, that just feels mean, that does. Yeah. He's a tank. He's 48k. You're not going to kill him. What are you doing? What did we just watch? Don't know. Oh, you look at it, he just like... He declined it. Is it sweep? There you go. Let's do it over his body. There we go. Yeah, he's low level. I have to admit though, this does look pretty empty. I'll check Gartwood. You can normally find a few people there. You find loads in Vardenville, so this would be a good gauge going for Vec, because you get access. You see like all the people do crafting and stuff there. So if there's obviously many people there or on, you'd think some of them will be here just doing writs. Got 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 4. But yeah, this is quite quiet for this area too.
Hear ye,
Like
card
it's not
sharps
normally
and
this quiet.
collectors. Test your wits and courage in a brand new card game.
But yeah, I think I do know they have multiple instances. Yeah, I am aware of that. You can only gauge it on the instance you're in, and you can't force the instance that you go in unless someone else is in a different one. So yeah, I do know that, Kamal. But there's certain things you can do is get a rough gauge, go to kind of a few popular zones, check the kind of PvP because that gives you an idea. So you can see obviously normally Grey Host is pop locked. You know, it's a Sunday night, it's 11 PM almost in the UK, so 12. This is normally going to be 2 to 3 bar on every alliance. Nothing else is like they're all empty. I see all empty. We've been in this battleground queue for, is it 3 minutes? Normally it's like a minute. And I know the time obviously is getting later in Europe, so that will be a factor. People will start to get off for the nights and stuff. But yeah, I've never seen the Cyrodiil campaigns that empty. And I know it's not the best metric. No, you mean it's deathmatch. Every match is deathmatch. Honestly, not death math. Right, death math. Oh. Death match. You got death math. But yeah. It's just, I don't know, it feels quieter. No objectives, just kill, huh? Well, so you say I don't pick up the ball or stuff, but I guard the person with the ball, so I'm killing. And we win. So it does work doing it that way. And it depends on how you play it. So I know a lot of people go, oh, you know, why are they not playing the objective? But if one player can keep 3 or 4 people trying to kill me, I take 3 or 4 people out of the game. That seems quite a good trade for my team. One person negates half a team or a whole team by themselves. That's really beneficial. It's like a healer. A healer can keep 2 or 3 people alive indefinitely if they're good. And so being that kind of... A Nightblade's really good for it. Being that kind of assassin, being able to pull people and bait people out, stops them doing the objective, especially if your team have the ball. If your team has the ball and you're on a Nightblade or a high burst build, you can go around and just guard them. And again, it's really, really beneficial. So the whole playing it all as deathmatch being frowned upon, I don't agree with. I think it does bring benefits still to the team. If though, for example, let's say I was over here and the ball was by the green flag and I'm just fighting around by the red flag, that's pointless. That's not going to help my team. So I will go and try to retrieve the ball by bringing it back to my team or helping them get it, but I don't want to hold it. It ruins your kill-death ratios. But more importantly, zap, 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 zap. There you go. Oh, I'll move away from that. So he needs that beam, he does. I managed to get my resource up. He's gonna die now. There you go. So I always try to kill whoever's holding the ball, but every time I do, freaking, yeah, you get him. But every time I do, it feels like no one wants to hold the ball. I will hold the ball if I have to. Oh, shit. So that, guys, is what you don't do, okay? So if you're ever unsure, don't jump off the edge. It's not good for your health. That was well cool. Did you see that? The guys that were shield. That was well cool. Okay, we should go get the ball. Is this as good a streak? Can I do this? Yes, I can. Lexicon says, it looks like you're on PTS. If we got the ball now, let's go get the ball. I know, and then I'm going up top to get with that Nightblade. He's gone back up top. Bet he has. Where is it? No, you don't. Bye 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 bye. So you can't streak with your ball now. So you are going to die because you have to eat this. There you go. Okay, who else wants the ball? Oh yes, you kill yourself. Oh, wow, I wanted to go and get the bomb to kill them both. And the stupid Nightblade got me. 8.2k, which put me into execute. 7 kills. But yeah, buffed up we have 7,200 damage or something like that. It's pretty obscene. Okay, so we have the ball, so we're going to play guard our teammate. Oh, he's a Nightblade on our team. Yes, Sib. Yeah, I've been using it since it came out. Or since the class came out. That and Rally. With one Magma and one thing. It gets you really good just stats. So if you look at my sustain, that's front bar, like 1700 mag and 1900 thing is amazing. Yeah, it really is. So I've been using it for a while, and then I made a stream and I showed it in the stream because I didn't see anybody else use it. Like it is like the best set for it. Yes and no. Okay, that did not work how I thought it would. Yeah, we'll go and sneak. Yeah, I don't think it'll be as good because you can proc this every second with your armor buff doing nothing. There we go. Freaking, he tried ganking me, he did. Like, I can see it being okay, I don't know. I'd need to try it in all honesty. Because it's one of those ones where you have to damage them with your light attacks. And so you kind of need to be weaving that skill a lot to charge up. Whereas this, you just put it on and you get the damage for free. Like, you don't do anything and you've got free damage. It's amazing. There are times when you think it should hit. Okay, he doesn't actually know what he's doing. Because he should have killed me ages ago. And he's gonna die now. Yeah, that undeath can't keep you alive that. 15 to 1. Oh, he's literal defilers. That's him gone. Where's the other freaking nightblade? As I say, it depends how greedy that guy wants to be. Oh, I managed to survive though. You find that, yeah, the meteor is more consistent, it's more burst. Because the laser, you have to get the rune on them. There you go. Yeah, the laser, you have to get on them. And so if the rune lands, there, freaking dark thing. That, oh, I hate that living dark, whatever it's called. So freaking strong. Broken my sets. Because he's a tanky boy. Ah, they got me. They managed to get me. Literally was a Dawnbreaker. He went for the bag, didn't he? Of course he did. Of course he did. But our team won. Oh, see, that was good. That was good. That was freaking good, that was. 21 to 2. That scavenging maw and the defiler spam is just so annoying to fight against. It's not because they hit hard, like maw hits kind of hard, like 5k, but with the defiler and the maw, it's just constant. It's stun, 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 stun every 3 to 4 seconds, like apart. So every 4 seconds roughly you're getting a stun. It's really annoying. So he's like the reason he won. Yeah, it's a DLC dungeon, isn't it? Where does it come from? There it is. Scavenging Demise. When you deal critical damage, every 10 seconds. So this has, what was every 10 seconds, yeah? You pair that with the, I think it's an overland set, you can buy it. And is it Ebonheart Pact? It's one of these. Maybe it's Daggerfall. I can't find where it is now. I know the set I mean as well. It's another you can't search for a set. Is it a DLC zone? I didn't think it was. Might be. There's so many sets. You just kind of forget where they come from, to be honest. But it's Defiler is what it's called. But you can trade it. So I didn't think it was PvP. It might be PvP even. I didn't think it was. Do you guys know where Defiler comes from? Where does Defiler come from? It's gonna bug me now. Let me Google it. It comes from Vardenfell. So it is a DLC zone. Oh yeah, it was at the top. Yeah, so when you deal critical damage, you summon a hunger, does damage, it stuns the enemy. So when you pair that with Scavenging Demise, what ends up happening is you get, cheers as well for checking guys, you basically auto stuns every 5 seconds on a Nightblade. So if you build enough sustain, you can basically spam poison injection on a target, and then it almost gives you kind of free defense, because if they're stunning you, they can't kill you. I'm gonna jump on my, actually let me show the build quickly before I go off this character. Want to go on a Sulk for a bit? I like Sulk. It's good fun. Yeah, but with Defiler and Scavenging Demise, it's constant, so it's really good in battlegrounds because you drain stamina. Because you either hit the target and they get stunned, or they have to roll dodge it, or block it. Most people typically roll dodge. And so what ends up happening is their stamina gets drained really fast, so then they have less stam to basically either escape with their magicka build, or they have less stam to damage you with their stamina build. So it's like a win-win. It's really good. It's not the best setup, in all honesty, but it's good though. I'll quickly do kind of a run through of what I am using, and I do kind of it in a build video style, so you can kind of see how ad hoc I do these. So if you imagine I insert a little snippet of like, oh this is nuts, something like that, yeah? And I'd normally set it up with my race like this, I'd set up my consumables ready to go, and I'd set up my character sheet here. So for our race, we are a Dark Elf, gives you magic and stamina, makes you resistant to fire, which is great as a vampire, and you get weapon and spell damage, which works perfectly well with the Arcanist passives, because they do have a passive right at the top that really just helps get more damage. So it's one of these, let me find it. It's this one, Harness Contestants, so you can really maximise that damage. As for our attributes, we want 32 health and 32 magicka. We want to aim for about 32,000 health roughly. That gives you a good survivability, it helps your shield, and the magicka you can kind of split it between magicka or health or stam if you need, depending on your race. Food, I use Jaws of Misrule. This is really cheap smoked bear haunch, I think it's called. So this is really good. It's basically max stam and it's just magicka and stam recovery. So max health, magicka and stam recovery. I used the Warrior Mundus on this one because we're stacking damage really high and we are a Vampire Stage 3. With being a Vampire Stage 3, you get access to the Undeath passive, which makes you really tanky. You also get Strike from the Shadows, which you don't really use, but if you use the Mist Form, then you can get that, which is why we have Mist Form, not Race Against Time. And if you want, you can go Elusive Mist for more just speed to get around. Blood Mist can be fun, which is why I left it unmorphed, but you can sort of mix and match it. As for our skills and what we're doing, on our front bar we have a kind of a typical setup. So Sivlark's Flail, I think it's pronounced. This is your spammable. It does damage, it snares them, it heals you, it's really good, and it doubles as an execute if they're low health, so it's really, really solid. We use Pragmatic Fate Carver as this is a channel. It gives us a shield so we can't be bashed as easily, so really useful. It does good damage if it lands, so you're best making sure you've got a guaranteed stun, which is why we run Rune of the Colourless Pool. It's a guaranteed stun as long as they don't block it, basically. This is really good. And it also debuffs the enemy with vulnerability, so you do more damage, and bristles, so you do more crit damage. It's really good. I use Blood Craze, but you can change this. This basically is just a dot. It gives us access to Hemorrhage, and as an Arcanist we do get access to more damage from our passives. So there's one of these down here somewhere. I think it's in here. So there it is. Psychic Liaison, sorry. I think it's pronounced Liaison. Your attacks, mind your status effects do more damage, more chance, yada yada yada. So that basically just gives us more damage. On our ultimate we use Ice Comet. You could use Shooting Star if you have access to it. If not, Tide's King Gaze can work, but I find it very situational. So I personally use something like Dawnbreaker if you don't have this. This can be good, it's just really hit and miss. For the back bar we have Cruxweave Armour, so it's our armour buff, gives us Minor Breach, that does proc our set, so you do need this skill and this morph. Impervious Rune Ward, this is a big old shit button, basically. It's a massive shield. Use it as a pseudo heal, and if we do have some Crux we do get some healing from it. Mist Form is just our mobility skill, so it gets us round. If we're snared we can use it. If we get Elusive Mist we can run faster. It procs our passive as I mentioned earlier, so really good. Rune Mend is essentially a heal over time, so this gives you 3 small heals, so it's about 10k heal plus a heal over time, and it gets Crux, which is really cool. And then Rune Guard of Freedom gives us minor resolve, so more armour, minor protection, more mitigation, and if we get below 50% health we get a heal. It also gives us CC immunity, and that can happen every 30 seconds. What's also good with this is that you can use this as a kind of spam heal, so if you're below 50% health but you have a status on you, the status effect or the dot will damage you, thus proc this, so this can heal you quite consistently even after combat. And then for the ultimate I use Blood Scion, so this just gives you essentially an old shit button. If you die, you feel like you're going to get killed, use this, it will heal you to full. It's really good. Those are the skills. There really isn't much flexibility with this. You can change Mist Form to Race Against Time and drop Vampirism if you don't feel you need it. I would keep it. Please note as well that some of my passives aren't fully done, so this is kind of like half leveled. There's mostly there but not fully. As for the CP, the blue ones I'm using, green ones, sorry, let's go blue ones. Blue ones, Fight and Finesse, this is just crit damage. Bite and Aura, AoE damage, so all of our skills basically. Thaumaturge, damage over time, so our beam. It also helps the Tide's King's Gaze if we use it, or it helps the Meteor Dot, so this is good. Ironclad just for more mitigation really, but you can go Wrathful Strikes for more damage. The red ones we use Pain's Refuge, it's kind of a staple, same as Sustained by Suffering. I then use Bastion for bigger shields, so we can stay in our little beam channel for a little bit longer because it's a bit bigger, but we also do more damage to shielded targets, and we have Celerity which gives us more movement speed. And for the green ones, we just use Rationer, Treasure Hunter, Liquid Efficiency and Steed's Blessing, just usual stuff. For this set, I'm using Ravager. Ravager is phenomenal in this class. Each time you attempt to reduce a target's armour, you gain a stack of Ravager for 5 seconds, increases your weapon spell damage by 142. At 4 stacks, it basically doubles to 10 seconds. Why this is so good is when we go onto the back bar and use our Cruxweaver armour, which is our armour buff, this is always on anyway, this is on us, this will then try to debuff people when they hit us. When we're on the front bar, you might notice my Ravager now turns on. So what will happen is as people start to attack me, which will happen, dots will tick this, this will charge really fast, and then you get the bonus damage. It's like Clever Alchemist basically, but at all times pretty much. And when it is done, it's only down for like a second or two before it recharges again. It's really, really good. You might notice this is on the front bar, so when I switch, this turns off, but the buff stays on our character, so we can take it to the back bar, which is really strong. On the back bar, I use Rallying Cry. This is a staple in PvP for most builds nowadays. It's just damage and crit resist, so defense. Really good, just really strong set. Again, this is back bar, so when I'm on the front bar, Rallying Cry turns off. When I'm on the back bar, it turns on. This means we can turn this on the back bar, switch to the front bar, as this is a 20-second buff, so this is really good. For the weapons, I use maces, just Nernhead and charge, more status effects, more just goodness basically. Defending on the dagger and reinforcing the shield, just for more defense. For the monster piece, I actually just use 2 1 pieces for this. So I use Baron Thrisk, this is Magicka and Stam regen, and I use Rosca. Ideally, I would use Magma Incarnate, but I haven't had the drop yet because RNG sucks. So yeah, if you can get Magma Incarnate, I'd use these, as Rosca, although when it's max stacks is more than Baron Thrisk and Magma combined, it's only just. So when you actually average it out, you need to be in combat for 25 seconds roughly for Rosca of the warped set to be better than 1 Magma and 1 Baron Thrisk. So that's why I use these. These are just more consistent. It works all the time in or out of combat. So much better. I then have Ravager on the chest. I have Rally on the waist, Trainee on the hands, Ravager on the legs, Ravager on the feet. I am using Sea Serpent Coil. I've got infused in all my jewelry with weapon damage. If you don't have Sea Serpent's Coil, you can run Death Dealer's Feet, which is really good, especially if you hate the snare. If you go, oh, the snare really bugs me, run Death Dealer's Feet. It's really good. I've gone infused in all the jewelry for this one. Real reason is because it's cheaper. Like, that's the reason. Basically, infused gives you more healing on most classes because your heals scale weapon damage. On an Arcanist, the only heal that does this is the Rune Mend, and you don't really get much extra out of high damage. So if you want to have more damage, I'd personally run Bloodthirsty and go triple Bloodthirsty, because you would get more damage and your healing won't really suffer. I do, however, change some of my jewelry between classes, so I've gone with Infused just to allow that flexibility and to save me gold. But yeah, all damage here. For the traits, I've gone with Reinforced on the chest and the legs. This is like 2% mitigation. Well fitted on the rest. I've got a few odd pieces like Divines and Invigorating, but they should be well fitted. You can use poisons if you want this. I personally prefer glyphs, so 1 fire and 1 poison, just for more status effects, because burning, you also get the poisoned, so it's just more status effects. So you could put poisons in the back bar if you wish. That's kind of it, really. So that is the build in a nutshell. If you want to obviously short this, you're welcome to and share it. I'm not going to care. And yeah, so obviously I hope you enjoyed that part of it. Just checking with chat. Tate says, late to the party, but I want to say hi. Hey Tate, good to see you here. And yeah, we've been doing some battlegrounds, doing some killing, which is always good. And really, really appreciate the support. Honestly, it really helps making this stuff. You'll laugh. Thomas says, on the Xbox Series Elite 2 controller, you have like detachable analog sticks, and there's one that I really like, and Thomas has taken it off and lost it, so I have to use this really horrible one which I hate. So yeah, I'll send a picture later on in Discord if I remember, or if someone reminds me. But yeah, my controller looks a bit, got like 2 different sticks on it now because it didn't make do. But I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot. I think it's at Flefstefla, I think it's pronounced. I might have butchered that, so I'm really sorry if I have. He says, hey. Hello. But yeah, that's the build. So that's what I'm using. If you want to see rewind, you're welcome to. I'm going to jump onto my Sorcerer, because I really want to, I love Sorc. I really want to do a fight with the Sorc. And for those people curious, the poll is going to close. But most people think, yeah, the build looks pretty solid. Cyrodiil was a bit empty tonight, so that was pointless going in. And I've got good old Mag Sorc. Absolutely love Mag Sorc. Absolutely love it.
you. Want to make a bit of gold?
I like the class without any proc sets, so you're not cheesing it with like Vate or Masters or Mercilok, which you can do quite easily. But it's also really effective. You have really good damage. And because you're a Sulk, you're just really mobile. So if someone gets you low, you're like, nope, go away, put a big shield on. You've got your pet to absorb damage, you've got the Engine Guardian to absorb damage, you've got the Twilight Burst Steel. It's like really, really solid. Is it as good as a 2-bar Sulk? It's about 90% there. It's like it's mostly there. It's not as strong as a 2-bar with a Mythic, but it's pretty close. And if you play well, you can kind of stay alive. Soup says based Sulk main. Tate says it's favourite class and playstyle. One thing you can do, which I've mentioned it to Tate, but Sorcerer, this like there is. I need to do a video on it. Yeah, that's literally what I was referring to. I need to make a video on it, but what a lot of people forget in this game is that damage, it's not linear. So, for example, if you stack damage, it doesn't increase at an equal amount. So, if you imagine it just for simple numbers, if every skill had 1,000 base, and every set you added 500. If you add on 2 sets, you got 2,000. Nice and simple, yeah? The problem is it doesn't work like that, because the more damage you add onto your build, the more it gets reduced by the target's armour. So if you get an extra 1,000 damage on your tooltip, great, but they're going to reduce a little bit more than they would have on the lower tooltip. So there becomes a real kind of fine balance between when there's almost too much damage and you just lose stats and durability. And so often you can run a defensive set on most builds. I recommend it to Tate, and I'd say it to anybody new to any class, run this set here. Mark of the Prior. Do I have it on here or not? Or not have it in the bank? No, it's from Rothgar though. Really good set. So it's a DLC zone. And this set here. Increase your physical resist by up to 10k basically. Bet you're missing health. Makes you stupidly tanky. Really good set. Run this if you die a lot. This will really help you. If you find you want a bit more damage and want a middle ground between this set, there's actually another set, and it's called Buffer of the Swift. I think it's a PvP save, off the top of my head. And it comes from Cyrodiil. But this is very similar mitigation to Mark of the Prior. So Buffer of the Swift, where is it? There it is. Reduce damage taken from players by 10%. Every 660 armor is 1%, so it's 6,600, that 5-piece roughly. Because it's a percent, it can't be reduced, so it's worth about 7-8k if you factor in penetration and stuff. So this is like Mark of the Prior, but you have a bit more magicka with it. It's also a light armor set, so you get more regen if you want. So if you want a bit more sort of crit chance and a bit more sustain, this is a good alternative to Mark of the Prior. Really good set. Sib says, is Necro better than Crafty? Necro gives you more damage, which is great. The downside is if the pet dies, you lose your shield, because you lose 3k magicka, which is quite a bit. So your shield does drop a fair amount. I wouldn't... if I'm going for damage, I'll go with Necro, because I'm used to keeping the pet alive. If you're someone who finds the pet dies a lot, and you forget to put it on, go with Crafty. The damage is similar. It's not as high, but it's easier to use. So that's why I recommended Crafty in the build video rather than Necro, which is what I'm using currently. But all the gameplay in the build video that's on the channel was with Crafty Alphic. Soup says the only thing going for 1-bar Sulks is sacking maybe an extra shield and a passive heals and some passives like major and minor resolve depending on the setup. Yeah, I find with and Tate says he doesn't have a shield on his 1-bar Sulk. If you've got loads of resistance like with Mark of the Prior, you don't need it. You've got enough resistance to just stay alive. Sim says I use Crafty because people focus my pet. Yeah, if people focus your pet, use Crafty. It's more consistent. No, if you want to look at their shield size, 20k, let's take off one necro, equip 18,600, so it's only 1,400 shield. It's not a huge amount of loss, in all honesty. So you don't lose loads, it's just, if I was going to Cyrodiil, I'd probably go crafty. Hey, it's finally ready. Some random guy, I love the last bit, says my mag salt 1 bar and I be melting people. Yeah, honestly, mag salt's good, but it's played well, really good. Yeah, I think Soup's right with the, you do lose, as like with any open source build, you lose some stuff. You're never going to have really high resistances with Oaken Soul because you don't have access to minor resolve. Most classes will get that with Vigor, so if you use Oaken Soul with Vigor, you can get minor major resolve, you can have decent resist, but you're not going to be as tanky as other classes because they have sword and shield, and you normally have to use a two-handed weapon, dual wield or staff, and they don't have a defensive aspect, whereas something like sword and shield, you've got a shield with extra armour. So that does help, and on the back bar people normally go defending, reinforces an extra 4k armour just from the back bar. It's really good. Shattered and War Maiden. It also depends on the platform you're on. We said did a lot of damage to that guy, he's run away. Is he gonna follow me down there? Yeah, he is. Good. He's got his Nightblade movement. He's got corrosive as well. That is disgusting with corrosive. Ah, leap. I wasn't paying too much attention. First he got the jump on me. I wasn't able to recover quick enough. Where is he? Because I didn't put the execute on him. You always meant to start with the execute. Ah, shield wall, so annoying. They got that little frost shield. Oh, I love sword. Oh, got a lot of incoming damage there though. How many DKs on this match, by the way? Have you noticed that? There's like, was it 8 DKs or something stupid like that? That's what it feels like. I want to check out my DKs are. Hey, you're right, Dan. Let's check in chat. How many DKs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Just feels like loads. There's 5 DKs. Just watched last tomorrow's patch notes. We've buffed DKs after feeling they've underperforming in PvP content. Honestly, DK is ridiculous. DK is so strong. You know, it's good to be back. I like your little icon as well. That's from Fallout New Vegas. It's Mr. House, that is. Need to get the ball. You can just see how many dots they chuck on you. It's actually disgusting. I pushed the streak as well. Oh, you can't streak through leap. I pushed the streak and then the leap hit me. Let me put the controller thing on it. You can see. There you go. That's actually really. That's so annoying. Leap's such an annoying skill to fight against. Because it's so cheap and hits so hard. Oh, it's, literally, you push leap and it negates so much stuff because you can't roll it, you can't streak through it, you can't misform through it. Like you literally cannot avoid it because of that snare. Sib says we made a slight error in our patch notes. Instead of nerfing damage of flame and poisons to 33%, we meant to buff it to 100% as we reinstate the sustain, as we feel it's been lacking. Having played DK a fair bit last patch, it is so broke, and I'm not saying that to be harsh, but it really, really is. Like anybody who plays DK, I don't want to be mean, but it is the easiest class to play in the game for PvP. Like, if you're dying on a DK, you are fucking up yourself. And it sounds really harsh, I know. But there's no reason to die on a DK. You have so many defense options and such strong self-heals that is actually stupid. Like, every skill you have heals you. You can use Flame Lash instead of Whip, Molten Whip, which will heal you on every single hit. You've got Burning Embers, which heals you. You've got Coag, which heals you. You've got the Battlegrounds passive, which means your ultimate heals you. You've got so many sources of healing, it's really, really nuts. And the heals are really big. I think one of the biggest, I'd had 22k Coag in Cyrodiil, that's funny. Literally, I pushed one button, went from no health to full health, it was stupid. You know, do that on a potion, it's like, it is mad. Also had an 18k heal from the Battlegrounds passive alone. So I cast a leap when it was like max and it crit. You got 18,000, it was stupid. Like, it's a really, really strong class. Oh, I haven't checked the patch notes for this one coming up. Let me have a little quick look. I'm sure many people have covered them already. PTS. We'll just PTS notes. What 9.1.4? Fake carve. Nothing there. Yeah, if there's anything really noticeable in the patch notes, do shout. I'm gonna have a quick look. Monster set. Dealing damage applies. I'll put the thing on so people can see. But yeah, I'm just. Oh, so that doesn't do it. See, Windows has a bug. It's really on that bug. It doesn't let you capture it. Oh, there you go. It's working now. I'll keep an ear out till Battlegrounds is ready. But yeah, some event stuff. I don't really care about that. Gerald Mountains War Cry or BG's is ready, so let me just switch that back over. There you go. Soup says DK is my go-to for brain dead BGs or half-assed IC runs. Oh, you laugh, but it's so true. Like so true. So you gotta love it when they hit you with Petrify into Elite. That's it. I find Petrify shattering rock annoys me. That's really strong. That is. It's really slept on how OP that is. But yeah, being stunned into Leap isn't horrific because Leap just hits hard anyway. But I'll look at the patch notes after whilst we're waiting, because we can also try a PCNA, because there will be people on there too at this sort of time, so you might get quicker fights. I do love Sulk. Sulk for matches like this are really good. Oh no. I jumped in the lava, I wasn't watching. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that bash saved him. Is that beam? How much does that beam do? 15, 16k. Oh, that was so... Oh, beam is so freaking good. Literally, that beam saved that Nightblade. It was that person with the ball. We know who our target is. So can't wait to mess around with the next monster sets coming through. Sounds interesting on paper. Yeah, I'll have a look. I haven't actually checked them out.
Steal that ball back.
Michael. The vampire ult saved his ass. I still killed him. Yeah, DK beam really good, really good. Now Templar beam's good.
Somebody grab the ball.
Oh, my frag did not fire. Well, at least it died anyway. There we go. Ah, I got him. But we should probably get the ball, shouldn't we? Oh, the streak. Because you can't stun them when they're in leap. I went to go for the stun. And then the leap hit me and... Yeah, we're not a vampire stage 3, by the way. I need to feed. I was wondering why I'm a bit squishier.
Somebody grab the ball.
Do you see that guy's burst still? There we go. When you get double frag proc, it's great, but you don't always get that. It's a bit annoying. Stupid night blade. Oh, it's warden. That invis potion. How did I not put him back out of stealth? Almost had him. There we go. So I feel like I'm being a bit mean to the Reds. We should probably get the ball, shouldn't we? This is where the Arcanist is good for the like his AoE beam. Oh no, chain flame stuff's gonna lose them. Hello. We didn't expect very ready. I'm dead. Yeah, I need to have a little look to see what the changes. I know they changed fire stuff and stuff. I go roll so much, don't I? Move away from that, Steph, I say there. Ah, finally got Templar heal, so good. Okay, 26-2. That was good. Oh, we get our vampire, we will. And we'll have the tankiness that we're lacking. I forgot to feed. Not Lucas, go, what gear are you running? Oh yeah, no, that was good. That was a good match indeed. God, Assault's so good. I really like it. I really enjoy playing it. So yeah, let's quickly feed before I forget. And then we'll have a little look-see. And I will check the notes too. Probably do one. This will probably be my last one, just because it's midnight, and Thomas hasn't really been sleeping recently, so we've literally been sleeping on the floor, like taking shifts. It's horrific. So we'll need to go because otherwise I will be quite tired tomorrow. Get rid of our little pet. That can go away. Guys copied the video. Video works for me. Just self-promoting, shamelessly. Yeah, we'll queue for BGs as well, see if we can get another one. That's one. We're feeding this one around here. Shameless if it works. To be fair, I try to find. I tried to make my videos kind of quite transparent. You're like, by none other than yourself. But yeah, we've got a vampire stage 3 now, so we'll be tankier. Like really, it really helps. It does having that. I don't like the RNG-ness with the frags though. Like sometimes frags is god mode, other times it sucks. But yeah, I'll look at the patch notes whilst we're waiting and kind of just go through and see any kind of real, oh that's cool, or what on earth they're doing. And then I'll switch back to the sort of game as well whilst, like when it's ready kind of thing. Okay? So just let me get out of here. So I'll switch it over quickly. You won't believe it. BG's is ready. Literally every time I try to do that, it's like, oh no, we'll just put battlegrounds on. Whilst it's on, I'm going to just read bits of it. Gerald Mountains War Chief, dealing damage applied to stack of malady to your enemy, reducing healing by 1% for 5 seconds. Up to 35 stacks, so 35% healing reduction. That's really good, that one. You can apply stacks every 0.5 seconds. Apply a malady, gives you a stack of contagion, reduce the healing taken by 1%. So you lose healing for them to lose more healing. That's really cool, that monster set. That's a really cool monster set. That's what it does, okay? But yeah, that's a really cool monster set. Okay. Okay, he's a bit rowdy on down here. Oh, he's on his DK. Oh, what a healer with us. Dead. Imagine a heal stack counter. But yeah, literally, you need that though. They just need to make a class that does it. Like the Necromancer should have been the debuff class, like the anti-healing class. I so stole that kill. Oh, that's them dead. Ah, He hits hard though, given that nightblade hits really freaking hard. I managed to bash him to death. That might be for you running from him. Yeah, Snake and the Stars not bad. How about Mr. Nutbed? Oh, did you see that? That was filth. Oh, that was glorious. Double frag. Oh yeah, love the double frag. Didn't get the second in though. Hello, Mr. Nightblade. Oh. Oh no 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 no! Did not mean to do that. Oh, okay, that didn't go terrible though. To be fair, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Oh, my health is very low. He's got so many dots on the ass. There you go. Oh, that was a good burst, wasn't it? That freaking Nightblade gone. Okay, set 14 to 0. I'm pretty good so far. We don't have the ball, do we? Soup said, yeah, I must admit it, I don't think much of Snake and the Stars at first, and started using it on my Bowsalk. Surprisingly good. It's hit and miss. I didn't rate it, but it wasn't terrible. I used on Bowsalk, I didn't like it. Well, it was Bow Nightblade I used it on. Come on, double frag. Give me double frag. Oh, I saved that guy, didn't I? Look. This is that heavy attack build. Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know how to. My health bar went so freaking low. No, they got me. The whole team got me in the end. It was the whole team that came. 18 kills to 1. Ah, they ruined my kill streak. They did. You know when I was saying about how a damage dealer can sort of bait a whole team? That's what I mean. Okay, we will play the objective and try and win. I can't streak, so I don't have a stun. But I have good damage. There's no place for the Goon Squad. It really felt like that. Oh, he's put his shield on. Toxic barrage got me. They should have picked up the relic. They were too busy with kills, and no offense, were pretty crap. They didn't like get a lot of kills. We need to hold the relic. Okay, you just stay alive. Hey, you did it. We managed to turn that around. That was well good. He said he thought he came against another OP soul. Are you using the Warden? Yeah, he was on the Magden. He was that was killing earlier. Oh, standing. Yeah, we. So yeah. I was fine, so that might explain why they went after me. Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was. See, I really like the PvP in ESO. On like high reaction classes like Sork or Nightblade, it's so fun. Just checking with chat. Sip said everyone's saying it was bad, so I didn't bother trying it. Yeah, I tried Snake in the Stars. It's so. Like, I don't think it's as good as people make out it is. People are like, oh, it's really OP, but then it kind of isn't. If you think about how it actually works. So it's a PvP set. Cyrodiil, I believe. There it is, okay. So I've got some from Battlegrounds. Applying a major minor debuff to an enemy, put Star Venom on them for 4 seconds. This effect can occur once every 12 seconds. Whenever an enemy's Star Venom is healed, they take 1369 Oblivion damage, up to once every 0.1 second. So this is really good against classes with really high heal stacks. The problem is 1300 damage is less than most heals. So typically, if someone's stacking a heal, if you think Vigor, Radiating Regeneration, and a heal themselves, that's 3 heals, Polar Wind, yeah? They all tick every 2 seconds, yeah? So you're going to get essentially 1 heal a second, which means this is proccing once per second. On the off chance it's procced 2 or 3 times within that 1 second because the heals just happen to line up that way, the heal is still typically bigger than this number. So I find that this doesn't really do enough, in all honesty. And when I was comparing it to Poisonous Serpent, I found Poisonous Serpent was giving me more consistent damage than this. And against classes like Dragonite, this is pointless, because Dragonites don't have heal stacks, they just have big burst heals. Against classes with lots of heal over times like Necromancer with the coil, this is good. So it's really situational of where this works, whereas just another proc that's more consistent. That's kind of my take on it. good. That's good at that. Really, really like it. Yeah, I'm gonna just quickly skim through the patch notes and then probably call it a night there. My show is being really fast, just to people who might be interested, and yeah, we'll kind of call it there later where I am. Okay. So Nibony Bay Battle Reeve. When you're forcibly moved by a pull, not back a teleport, gain a shield that absorbs 15k damage. The shield is not affected by battle spirit. 14 seconds. While you don't have the shield set. This is a good defense set. This is really good. So basically, any hard CC, this will basically help keep you alive. So this is really good if you're learning PvP. Really good set. Corvonian Highland General, it's pronounced. When you kill a player against Sack of Blood Debt for 7.5 seconds, when the debt expires, you and up to gain 15 ult. This is good for bombers. Like, and not for solo bombers, but for group bombers. So if you are in a partner, or a 3 even, and you just AoE into a group, this will give you guys loads of ult gen. So I can see this being really good for small scale if somebody has one of these. I don't know if it stacks. If it stacks, you could have like the healer on this and maybe a off healer DPS. You could run this like a warden because you got pretty good damage anyway with AoEs. You don't need balorgh always, and this could be really good. Is that any better? The microphone should be the same. Is it louder now? Hello? My cable came loose. Yeah, so Nibony Bay Battle Reeve, this is really good for people who want to stay alive. It's got essentially hard CC mitigation. So hard CCs like stuns and things that not stop you from doing stuff. So this is really good. Zib's laughing. How long has it been out, by the way? Because I might. Corvonian Highlands General. This was good for group bombs and for group play. Zib thought it was just me. Thomas. So I've got a son. He's 4. He is, and he likes to grab my microphone. He sings "Bar Bar Black Sheep" into it, but he pulls the cable, so the cable is a bit damaged now, and so sometimes you just have to push it in, and it's fine. So, yeah. So how bad? How long has it been like that? Body marking's pointless. Death note pointless. Tradable pieces. No, drop tradable pieces. This is not too bad. That's a good set. That's Harboring is a funny set. That's quite cool. 5 minutes is not too bad then. Newest sets. It's good that you can source other stuff like Raddy and Crime Bits. Anything noticeable? Loads of. Anything noticeable? Yada yada yada. Bug fixing. Okay. Crux. So the bonus that increase will also apply the effects to proc based damage. That'll be really good for the Telvlophy or amulet, because this is good. This will be really good. Okay, that's just pointless. Terrible. Dragonite. Reduce the damage bonus to the passive to burn and poison. That's quite a big nerf, that is. So it's 17%. This is good. This is big because this double dips. So the Venom Claw gets buffed by this, but Venom Claw also buffs itself again the longer it's on them. So you essentially get more out of it. So this is it will reduce the damage a bit. They've basically done this because the Arcanist one isn't as good. Green Dragon Blood, small heal over time. No longer increased duration. So 3% per tick, so you get 15%. So this could be quite good in PvP now. You'll be casting swimming targets. Colossus, yeah, they need to reduce that. And yeah, that's good. They need to increase the damage. Disease, glacial vulnerability. Okay, that's nothing massive. Deathstroke, king cap. Fix the rate old annoying bug with a special that could fail to. Okay, good focus. Yeah, I saw this. This was good. This was a good buff. I think they did the same with bound armaments as well. But these are good because you can basically back bar this or front bar this and you can just charge it up. Shadow cloak, dark cloak. They constantly change this. Like this morph, I think it's been reiterated almost every patch for the past 2 or 3 years. This is constantly being changed. Bound armor, yeah, it's the same as what I said above. So that could be quite good. Swarm, living vines, long shots. So this passive now increases damage done against enemies within 50 meters of you. This is a really weird passive. That's really weird. That's gonna really hurt Nightblade and snipers. I think they're trying to encourage people to use the point blank snipe bow. I don't think that's going to help. Ancient knowledge, fire staff increases the damage done by the initial hit of status effects by 250-500. You're right. Oh. I'll be up in a moment. Can we freeze it or? I'll freeze it. So the wife's going up, so I'm going shortly. This is really weird. I think this is a big nerf, like a massive nerf. This is for the fire staff because 10% damage isn't huge. Well, it doesn't look huge, but it adds up quick because it's 10% on light attacks, 10% on skills. So I'm almost lose 1,000 damage on that, which is quite mad actually. So yeah, that flame stuff is a huge nerf. That is. Why are they doing that? Lightning stuff now increases your damage done with over time and channel attacks. Okay, this will be good for dot builds. This is really good for Templar. This is like amazing because beam is a channel, so you're going to get slightly more damage now, but using a lightning staff on a Templar, which is great because you can just heavy attack. For sustain, it will also mean that you can get 2% more because it's currently 10%. So this is now 2% more damage. So this will help Templar beam builds, surprisingly. Receive here a bit of lots of about as a lift up standards with numerous aspects like build crafting, kits energy of raw power. We're shifting the gameplay aspects around slightly to help aid in a more overall exciting build choices. No, this does not do any of that. Flame focuses on trying to batter and burn foes with putting nice damage to the initial hits. Lightning doubles down on turning your foes to dust with powerful overtime of channels. It's our hope. This is awful. Like, this is really bad. This passive now causes you to touch and attacks to ignore pen. This is good, but why is it spell resistance? Why is it not physical as well? Because this is what differentiates sort of stave users in PvP and dual wield and like 2H, because they get pen on their choice, so you get like 3k pen on melee classes, which is really noticeable. Plus they have an extra 200 damage on the weapon because it just does. So this should be applied to both, in all honesty, physical and spell resist, and this would be good. Because I think, yeah, just make it simpler to use. Major breach. Try focus. This passive now applies damage every time equal to standard dot. With fully charged heavy attack rather than Okay, that's not terrible. Ice Staff increase the damage shield up to 33% of your max health. That's big. Lightning Staff rather than any tick. Wall of Elements fix an issue with damage shield cross and its morphs could stack with other morphs. Yep, I've seen that loads. Jewel reduce the bonus of this passive and ensure it's in line with being adjusted. Maces now give, so you still get 1500, 3k pen basically. Okay, that's still going to be the way to go. Two-handed, same as that. Produce the bonuses of the heavy weapons. Follow up, increase the damage of all 200 attacks. This is good. This is good for kind of balance, not really for dual users or 2-hit users. Just because this is really good for like heavy attack and Dragonite Leap. You get mad damage if you do that. Siege Order, that's fine. Vampire, yeah, I've seen that a few times. That bug. Pariah's Resolve. Ability altering weapons. This set now increases your damage over time for 2 attacks for 18 seconds. After this is good. I hate proc sets, so this is good. Fix. Once every half second rather than have. This is great. This is a brilliant change. This is because you can make this chain. So currently you could use Azure Black Reaper and just dot lots of people who stack together and get a chain explosion of bang 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 bang, really quick. Target's no longer. That's good, and that's good as well. So this is like a pseudo bomb set now because of that extra bit down here. So that's really good. Elfbane, yeah, this was mad. I was abusing this. I did a test and it is stupid how good this is. I think that's it. We'll quickly check if there's any others. Any kind of, it's normally week 2 or week 3 that have big changes. Reduce to cooldown the crit to 3 seconds, okay. This morph now grants major berserk for 10 seconds based on this is well. That's good, and it's not because this means it can't stack with Sea Serpent. So that's quite an interesting change. Overload, fix an issue where ultimate destruction, ancient knowledge, based on player feedback, we've readjusted the bonuses. That's good. Inferno staffs now increase the damage. What the? Okay, they literally like flip flops. They did. Inferno staves increase the damage done with damage over times by 12%. Lightning staffs now increase your damage done with direct damage and channeled effects. Okay. Okay, I still don't think this is a good change. I still think this is pretty weak. Merciless charge now increases your damage done with direct damage attacks off your weapon. Okay, this is a huge buff. This is increases your damage done with direct damage attacks by 9.3% of your weapon or spell damage up to a maximum of 560. Rather than increase, this is really, really good. I don't think there's many more. Just quickly, we're just going through and just checking. That was 3. I didn't see anything in 4. I'll just quickly glance at 2. Just bug fixes. Is there anything in 2? I might miss something. I don't think there was. They don't normally do stuff in week 2. So this was a 2, sorry. Week 3 then. They did loads in 2. Yeah, just passives. And now it's also damaged over time. See, this is what I like when they iterate quickly. This is good. Okay, so yeah, that's really interesting to have a look at what they're changing. I will do one last one just to kind of round it off if I can get a quick one. But no, that's quite interesting to see how they do it. So I've got the stream up there so you can see it. But yeah, that was really... It's really interesting how it's going to change the meta and builds, in my opinion. Looking at what they've done, there's going to be a lot of changes to how builds play, especially magic builds. Like, you don't see many classes use staves in PvP anyway. Sorcerer does, kind of. And maybe Warden for the Ice Reach, because that's like a stamina ball for them, so that's quite good. But Arcanist doesn't really, because it's not great. I've tried. Nightblade, not great. You better just go in dual wield, go melee. And yeah, so that change to that Inferno stuff is really questionable. I'm just going to read the last one, the last version of it then. And just to kind of get my head around what they're doing. So this staff increases your damage done with status effects and your damage over time. So this is basically a dot item now. Which then means the lightning staff is your shock. There's your single direct damage. The lightning staff now increases your damage done with direct damage and channeled effects. So sorcerers will need to use lightning staffs. And Templars would use lightning staffs. So Sulk would go to lightning. Templar would also go lightning staff. DK fire if dot. You then have Nightblade would use lightning, because they have mainly single target direct damage skills. Warden would use ice stuff still. Arcanist, what would they use? Is it increased damage and channeled effects? So Arcanist would use lightning stuff too. I'm thinking this is just from PvP, by the way. I think from a PvP perspective, this is what they'll use. Yeah, that's that. So I think looking at the changes, that's going to be a buff then. Ironically, they went to nerf and they've actually buffed it. I'm sure that was really odd. That is because I wanted to not have the stars play around specific damage types. But now they do. They've literally just switched it over. Which, in some ways, is actually quite a bit of a pointless change, in all honesty, having seen what they're trying to do here. Which means I will need to get a lightning staff of Ancient Grace. Do I even have that? Collection, set items, PvP, Cyrodiil. Is it Grace of the Ancients, I think it's called? I might need to buy one while they're on the cheap. Yeah, so we need to look for a lightning staff. That's what we're going to look for. So if you are somebody who is running any of those classes, basically grab a lightning staff if you're going to PvP with any magic build. Just feels really weird as a change. So I'm just searching on the thing. Ancient Grace. Weapons, two-handed, and lightning staff. Go. Okay, so they're... Just for context, the 4.5k, that is well cheap, that is charged, that's not bad. Precise, that's not bad. We'll see if we can get a good trait as well. Yeah, the only one that has it is 200k. It's a lot of money, 200k. But you can just buy it and transmute it. How many transmutes do I have? I have 330. I'm gonna. You're probably gonna think it's mad. I'm actually gonna buy it, just because I would rather keep the transmutes. Yeah, it's quite weird though. So this is all based on the patch notes from earlier, but essentially they're changing the staves quite a bit. So if you're going to use one of these classes, just pick the corresponding staff. But at least that will give you an idea of what you kind of need.
Come and do.
Because the Inferno one was like millions. It's mad. There was one of these. I didn't read which one it was.
Greeting.
It might have even gone. I think someone's done exactly what I've done. It was Aetherius Traders. Yeah, so these had it. And it's gone now. Because like the Infernos and stuff, they're normally hundreds of K. This will be my last battleground, because it is almost 1 PM where I am. Or 1 AM, sorry. You can tell it's late. But yeah, those changes are weird. Really freaking weird. He's that 20k health dude is like literally asked to be killed. I think he's on a Nightblade sniper. Yep. So he's either stacked all of his damage. It seems like you said the last 3 BGs. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where I quite like playing the game. And I don't get time in the day because obviously I've got a son and you know, you do stuff as family and you want to spend time with him. Oh, he's a tanky boy. That got stunned. I wasn't paying attention. I was meant to bash him.
Steal that ball back.
You can tell they're in group chat, they are. Because they moved together, those two. Yeah, real life has to. You just go from one fight to the other. Yeah, he has a lot of health, 40k health. It's mad, that is. Obviously that's just for the huge shields. But yeah, real life has to come first. I've got that DK. You can definitely tell they're like definitely loving me, aren't they? The whole team chasing me. Oh,
Make them drop that ball.
I pushed my hill, it wasn't firing. That's what I know that is. I can see why the guy put on so much health though, because essentially what he's doing is using it to not go, to have a big shield in that fake carver, which makes sense. So he has massive shields.
They've got the ball! Never yield! We cannot let them prevail!
So I pushed my streak there, but I still got stunned, which is annoying. I think the Maw got me. Has it? Yeah, the Maw hit me. I'm using 1-bar Oaken build, so it's not like the strongest versus 2-bar Mythic build, but it's still okay. Ancient Grace, Necropotence, and something else. Ancient, Engine, Necro, Trainee, and Oaken. So it's not like it is stacking magic to a decent amount. It's got decent damage for a 1-bar build. But a lot of the... If you go against something that has a 2-bar of Sea Serpent, you won't have as much damage. Like, that's just unfortunately how it is. But against most builds, it's, you know, you can do okay. It's easy to set up, it's easy to play, pretty effective on the whole. But yeah, I am going to call it hit there, because it is late, I'm getting tired, and just making silly mistakes. So, yeah. It was good though. It's fun playing the Arcanist. Love Sulk, always enjoy Sulk. But I'm going to call it there. So I'm going to say just big thanks to everybody that's sort of tuned in, that's watched. It's a big thanks to all the people that are subscribed, likes and stuff. It really helps. It helps the algorithm and stuff. It just helps the channel. So really appreciate that. And also a huge thanks to all the people on Patreon who just help support with videos and stuff. It really, really helps, honestly. And a massive thanks to Tate as well for supporting. Again, just massive, massive thanks overall. As always though, I'll catch you in the next video or in the next stream. So thanks for watching guys. Take care. And bye!